Hey, you guys. Hi. Okay, let's see what we have for today. And I can walk away, even though. Ooh. Okay, so I was just told, even though yes, it can be helpful to know like what's going on around you, that would be you setting yourself up for failure in many ways. Yeah, I'm seeing here you need to have a test of faith. You need to have a test of faith. You need to believe and have faith in God that with you knowing or with you not knowing, you will still succeed. And right now, God knows that you have the ability to know because He gave you that gift, He gave you that ability, but He wants you to go on without knowing. You know what I'm saying? Like, He wants you to have the courage of not trying to figure out what's going on around you or where with your whereabouts. He wants you to just focus on the little aspects of life. Focus on the fun things. Focus on the things that make you happy. Focus on the things that make you grow. Because if you don't, you're just going to put yourself back into like a stricken fear, pain, remorse, disability. Like you're gonna, I just heard you might even pray for God to take away your gift if you keep going how you're going. You need to remember that when it comes to your gift, you have the ability to take it at any pace you want to. And God right now wants you to slow down. We have the Five of Cups in reverse and the Moon in reverse. So yeah, retreat. Um Retreat and release. Right now you need to be working on forgiving yourself. Forgiving yourself for pushing yourself a little too hard in this situation. Flush all illusions. I'm seeing that all illusions are getting flushed actually. Your strength of you being the star is coming back a lot more. And you're moving on from things. You're moving away from things. Like, things may not get your attention as much as they used to. They may not, like, startle you as much as they used to. Like, it's just not the same anymore, you know, because you're moving on. 333. Yeah. Meditate more. This is the Four of Cups. Meditate more. Don't focus. Yeah, you could have been focusing on you could have been focusing on what it is that you were like leaving behind or missing, or like you kind of felt like that was a part of your cups, but I'm actually seeing that that's a part of your cups that was taken away from you, that was spilled and whatever, and that's a cup that you're not supposed to be paying attention to. You have so many other cups in front of you. Yeah. And you kind of you just broke a cycle, but you also just went through like a chaos to get that into your understanding. Yeah, your world is about to change. You're about to have a brand new view of the world. You're gonna have success, control, control over a homecoming, so you could be going to parties and dances and like, or you could be planning them. You could be planning them. You could be designing outfits, making new streaks. 10 of Cups. Why did I just hear, or somebody could want you to go to their dances with them? Okay, y'all could have somebody that wants you to go to their dance with them. They were betrayed by their date. Come to find out, this is actually like a divine love, blissful relationship, and you might be surprised. This is what your angels actually want. I gotta be honest, it's a little awkward, but I know that they know what they're doing more than I know what I'm doing. You know, we got the 9 of Swords in reverse with the moon out again. So, release worry. Release worry. Ignore secrets. Don't try to like put pieces together with all these little secrets that you finna hear. Just ignore them. Let them go. Because you'll be surprised. These secrets aren't even for you to acknowledge. These secrets are for somebody else to acknowledge. You're kind of like the bait stick right now. You need to just release everything, because these secrets can either drive you madly insane, or they can go to the proper people who can do something. You know? And I'd rather you do that. You're releasing burdens. Yeah, you're releasing burdens. When something drops, you're no longer like putting everything down to pick that something up. You're like kicking that. You're like, move. That's no longer important to me. If something drops, you don't see the purpose of picking it back up. And you're working very, very hard. We have the Wheel of Fortune out here. So you definitely do have good luck. You definitely do have like things that are here to help uplift you during this hard time, this process. But and you could also have picked up a few extra responsibilities. But what is that for, Spirit? The few extra responsibilities. Yeah, you trying to get to hustling. You want more to your self-worth. You're gonna complete something though. You are definitely going to complete something. We got the Chariot that was right there. New ideas. You finna be getting new ideas. You might be a little stubborn. Like, no, it's gotta be done this way. It's gotta be done this way. And you're gonna end up finding it new ways to handle these situations. But yeah, you're gonna become more stable. You're taking the first steps into becoming stable. Pause and enjoy the new perspectives that are going to come in your way. You know, pause and understand that a tower is bound to happen at any day. that's going to be for the betterment of you. I hope you've been manifesting lately, even if it's just emotions, talking about what it is that you want, but saying that you are going to get it, and saying that you already have it, and stuff like that. Maybe work on saying that you already have it, or just definitely say that that's what you are doing and like going to do. So start manifesting. We have the World with the Nine of Wands out here. Because, oh my gosh, yes. Yes. This actually feels very good, very relaxing. Right now, the world that you are in is a world of faith, boundaries, persistence, courage, and resilience. Gotta be honest, not sure what resilience means, but it means something. Yeah, for me, it means something. You were struggling a little bit because you didn't know that that's what was going on right now, but that's what's going on right now. How long can you carry on your goals that you had? You're gonna stay talking to God. You might have made some promises. You may be reconnected with people. Why is this out here, Spirit? What is all this doing? Open to new perspectives. Yeah, you had to see things 12-12, 12-13. You had to see things for what it really was, and you know that helped you release some of your self-limiting beliefs. That also helped you take back control over yourself. We have the Emperor right here, so yeah, you definitely have been putting in action to release what's not yours, to get that inner critic in check. Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, you're in abundance. Abundance is not only physical things. Abundance is not only money. Abundance is a lot. You know, you have careers that are like right around the corner. I'm about to say, why did I think I only pulled out one card, but I pulled out a whole? You have careers that are like right around the corner. Happy for you. But I'm seeing here 1313, you've had to go through deaths in order to get to this career. Because you was not going to get this career if you did not go through these deaths, if you did not change, if you did not release things, if you did not, you know, take care of yourself. Yeah, you were learning from your failures. You were learning from your failures because you're not learning from like your failures, your past things, your past resentments. It was preventing you from progressing, and you started becoming pessimistic. Started like thinking that people were saying negative things. You started not being able to tell if people were actually saying negative things or if you were just in your emotions or in your past. They started to use that against you and be like, oh no, you just got hurt there somewhere. You know, so like now you're actually able to see the truth of what's really going on, who you should be with and who you shouldn't, because if you didn't, that was just going to continuously make you fail. And now that you've learned from your failures, there's not a way that you can fail now, you know, unless you're being lazy and you give yourself personal setbacks, unless you're listening to what other people are saying, you know. You're releasing all of that stuff. We have justice right here and judgment. You're releasing all of those negative thoughts, emotions. You're no longer allowing people to come into your life and tell you what goes and what does not go. You know, they're grown and you're grown. So you don't need to listen to another grown person. Especially if it's not about no business or no money. You know, if it's not about business or money, just shut the fuck up and stay away from me. Because what's your purpose of talking to me? Yeah. So definitely grow and release. Let energy flow through you. You know? Because once energy flows through you, ain't nothing bad gonna happen. Can't nothing harm you. Ain't no damages within you. It's gonna flow perfectly. It's gonna flow perfectly. But you had a little fear of change. You felt like you needed to do all of this at once, and then you can move on to the next thing. And the only reason you felt that way is because you were scared, because you felt like, oh my gosh, I can't really be doing that good right now because blah blah blah. But you can be doing that good right now. You really can. You really need to be too. You know, that's your deep-seated fears. Them fears that you have, but you don't have a reason for having, but yet you know you have a reason for having. Like, let me rephrase that. Them fears you have because somebody else telling you what's going to happen as their own opinion, not that they've ever saw it. They might have listened to a YouTube video, but they've never witnessed it. And then that's when they pass those fears down to you. So you kind of stopped everything you was doing because somebody else sat their fears inside of you and you ain't know no better. Well, you learning from your failures has taught you better. You done changed your belief system. You got in touch with God. You have higher demon realms who are applauding for you. They're happy at your destination. You have quiet power. And you have inner truth. You don't need to watch a YouTube video to get your truth. It's already inside of you. Now you're being guided to go inside and find out about it. The crazy thing is, the world is so old, no matter how crazy or weird or unbelievable your inner truth sounds, it's true. It's inside of you. Whether you hear that you have goblin blood, that is true. You have goblin blood. Your inner truths may sound unbelievable, but that's true. Now you need to go find about your inner truths and do your own research on it. Don't be trying to nitpick and breadcrumb from everybody else's research. You're transitioning. We got the Six of Swords. You removing yourself from that lack of power that you used to be in. You removing yourself from that darkness of not knowing who you truthfully were. You removing yourself from that. And you not looking back. You have the rite of passage. You have full-on fledged permission. From everybody. Go ahead, do your research on yourself, baby. Because when I tell you, this is going to bring you so much love, discipline, leadership, business, wealth. People going to actually want to sit down and listen to what it is that you got to say. because they see how you've been doing the work. For a minute, they seen how you wasn't doing the work. See, you was talking some good game. You was talking some good shit. But what you wasn't doing shit. And you definitely wasn't doing shit with it. You naturally a leader. I will say that you naturally a leader and you have a fucking vision. Everybody's saying get you a woman with a vision, not a woman who like to party and shit. You are that woman with the vision, but you not putting work in that vision. These men see that you got a vision, but is you a faker? Is you selling dreams? You ain't offering them shit. You ain't giving no pussy up. So what can you really give besides your words? Because that vision can belong to anybody. And you ain't putting in no work towards that vision, so it makes them really wonder, like, what's really going on. You feel me? Yeah. You need to put your energy into the right activities. You know, you was putting your energy in the wrong activities for a minute, and that had your world in the wrong direction. You wasn't going the right way in the world, and now I'm seeing here that you definitely been developing. You've been developing. You've been starting to put more energy into your activities that you want, and you're not the only one who's been seeing. You got a bunch of other people who've been noticing. You'll be surprised. They actually thought that you was a nothing nobody because you was never putting work in your own creations, because you was always trying to give them away to somebody else for the free. If you give away everything you think of for the free, how will you ever become anything? If you give it everything you have to somebody else, it's impossible. Because if these people actually copyrighted your creations, your ideas, and they give you a lick of a dime, and you could never go back and like start it up yourself, where would you be? What would you be doing? What would you be feeling? 22. You had a lack of planning there. You had a lack of planning there. You feel me? But you also have foresight. Your foresight was saying, ooh, these ideas are really, really good. These ideas are definitely going to go somewhere. You know, and so now you're releasing from struggling relationships. You're releasing from all negative things. And you're walking into creativity, partner work, collaboration. You just have to break through this fear, anxiety, illusions. You feel me? That's all that's blocking you right now. Negative thoughts, victim mentality. Oh my gosh, I remember I used to always talk to these people and they just looked at me and laughed and blah, 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 blah. Get rid of that, because that shit's no longer important. That shit's gone and dead. We got the Queen of Cups. Yeah. Right now, as you're creating your future, like these people that are going to be in your future, because people are always going to be in your future, that can't be stopped. These people that are in your future, they can also be created too. You'll be very shocked and surprised. They can also be created too. So you're being told to definitely talk loving things about the people for your future. If you like to talk, you better make it to where they like to hear you talk. You know, if you're a very caring person, you better make it to where they love to be cared for and they feel like they can never get enough care. You know, 444. You got to make sure that you have it to where these people match you, to where these people complement you, complement your future. So definitely also be manifesting that. Have the courage to do that. Don't feel like people can't be manifested, because they really can. Have courage, have faith. We have the Nine of Cups with the Five of Pentacles. Wish come true. You never in lack of mindset. If you don't start like doing little stuff like that, just putting in characteristics, little traits into your future, little thoughts, little loving thoughts, bit by bit, because your future is going to come regardless. Tomorrow counts as a future too, so you can't say that a future is never going to come. If you don't do that, then you're just really going to stay in a lack of mindset, stay in poverty. You're going to want to stay isolated, 555, and your isolation will leave you wanting to feel codependent, because you went so long without somebody, and right now you really need somebody, and you're yearning for something. You're yearning for somebody. Two of Pentacles. Yeah, adaptability. You need to become adaptable. You need to make things adaptable for you. Don't leave things unknown and end up being conflicted. Think about how you want your coworkers to be, because tomorrow won't be the same in 6 months. Tomorrow won't be the same as next month. Those are two big differences. Next month, you might end up meeting the person that you drew. You never know. You never know. Justice is out here. Deep contemplation. Think deep about how you want these people to be, because you have new opportunities that are connected to you in the divine so deeply. They really want you to have new relationships with love and compassion flowing through it. Something about overthinking. You might be feeling a little overwhelmed right now, so you're not sure how this is going to go, but the Queen of Wands is out here with the Nine of Wands. Have faith, have courage. Push through this. Push hard. Talk how you want to talk. Be who you want to be. Think how you want to think. All of that. It belongs to you. It's yours. I love you guys. Have fun and be good. Mwah.